So the annual debate is a really important opportunity, I think, to bring people together to talk about what's happening in Africa, to understand the UK relationship with the African continent, and really help to drive the business, the investment into the African continent, and to help to change the perceptions of what it is to do business in Africa. Africa is important for so many reasons, and I could spend probably half an hour or more just sort of talking through all of those. I think a number of things really spring to mind. Firstly, just the natural resources that we have across the African continent and the importance that that plays in driving global trade and manufacturing, but also its significance in terms of population growth. You're seeing huge amounts of economic growth across the continent and an increasing complementarity, I think, between what the UK economy has to offer and what the African economies are looking for. And as I travel around the continent, I really see this complementarity, and I see a really strong demand from African governments, from African buyers, to buy British, to work with British companies. And so I think as we're seeing global trade change, the flows are changing, I think the African growth story really is an important part of the global picture. Well, I think what I'm seeing is an increasing diversification of economies across Africa, a continued growth story across some of the really key driving economies in Africa. What we're hoping to see as the UK hosts an Africa Investment Summit in London in January 2020 is that governments across the African continent really use that opportunity to showcase what they have in terms of investments in their respective countries, but also use it as an opportunity to demonstrate what they can do to change the policy environment, the regulatory environment, to really help spur the trade and the investment growth that we all want to see.